I'm Tessa.
And I'm Ellie.
And today we're testing viral TikTok
food recipe
things.
Yeah.
So let's get into it.
Okay, so the first recipe is an Oreo mug cake. It was really easy. You only need milk and Oreos. So you can obviously make it as big as you want it or as small as you want it. And it's usually just for one person, but it's really easy and I think it's really fun. Okay, so the first thing you do is you add as many Oreos as you want. We did 6 or 7. And then you add milk to almost the top of the Oreos. Then you are going to crush them up until it's like a smoothie, like an Oreo smoothie. And then you put it into the microwave for about 75 seconds.
It's good.
It tastes like undercooked, but like it's good.
Because it's just Oreos and
Yeah.
it's not like it's gonna puff up like a cake.
It tastes like there's like just liquid in the middle. I call it
Hot
the liquid
Oreo.
better.
The liquid's good.
And there was no exact like measurements either, so it was good though.
You like the liquid better because it's not as hot.
So it's just me and you now. Allie left. She has to go on a Zoom call. So I'm sitting here with a phone. Still had 5 minutes till it started too. Kind of ridiculous. I don't know if I have chocolate all over my place, but I give it good rating. I do it again. Pretty good.
Okay, so now we're going to be making a cucumber, vinegar, salt, pepper, and olive oil mixture. So the first thing we're going to be doing is cutting the cucumbers.
It'd be really funny if we just made this the actual sound.
Yeah.
We should put like a little bit of it on this.
Okay, so now we're going to be cutting them in half and then in half again so that they fit into the jar better. Now, as you can see, we are putting them into the jar. I think it came out really well. And now for the next part, you're going to need a bowl, a whisk, some white vinegar, salt, pepper, and olive oil. So since none of these recipes actually had like actual measurements, we just kind of went off a limb and we put 1 cup of white vinegar. And now we're putting an 1/8 cup of olive oil. And then we just put a random amount of salt and pepper in there. I think we actually ended up doing too much salt because at that moment you can see that I just put way too much in there. And then we just mixed together the ingredients, and in the video she actually like shook it in a jar. But now we're going to be just pouring it over the mixture. We actually ended up having a little bit too much in the end, but that's fine. At least we had too much instead of too little. And you can see at the top that there is like olive oil just like sitting above it and not even like hitting the mixture, but we don't know. We didn't make the recipe, and then we just let it sit in there for about 24 hours. And that's Tessa drinking an aloe drink.
Okay, so it's the next day because we didn't know how long these were supposed to be in the fridge.
Yeah.
So,
It's literally just.
but the olive oil is just like
Yeah.
stuck on the top, so I don't know what
All
that's
that's touching
supposed
is
to do.
vinegar, because even the
Yeah.
pepper's on top. So
Yeah.
I guess the salt maybe isn't down there. That's it. So I know what. I don't really know what the. I don't know what the olive oil does for it. I think these other 4.
Yeah. measurements either, so.
I kind of guessed with that. Like all the other ones.
Sorry, dog is having throw up time.
It drank too fast. I was like, oh, this is good. And then
Mom said that it was like a pickle recipe you'd add sugar. And there's no sugar, so I don't know, I'm kind of confused. It's good, I guess. It's like okay.
yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't really recommend
Our measurements could be off or whatever, because we didn't. I think it's too salty.
that.
Like
Yeah, we knew that when I put it in.
Yeah. I think there need to be more pepper and less salt.
The pepper like is on the top though too.
Yeah.
So
I don't
less
know.
vinegar and more olive oil. I don't know olive oil
Yeah.
doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's our final consensus.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend.
Yeah, and it gets all of it.
Okay, so this is the last recipe. It is called apple nachos. I think it turned out really well and I would definitely make it again. It's really easy and it's just like a lot of simple ingredients that you would usually just have at home anyways. So the first thing we did was cut it, and you can see I was struggling a little bit there, but I got it. And then we actually had to cut the apples again in half because they were just a little chunky and they were just too big to like just bite. And now I'm just plating them. I'm trying to do it as she did, but we obviously don't have as many apples or as big of a plate, so I tried my best. So the first thing you do is drizzle peanut butter over all the apples. We microwaved ours so it'd be easier to drizzle, but it was a little hot to hold, so it was kind of hard, but we got it. The next thing you do is you put granola on top of that, and we had toasted coconut almond granola, and you don't have to use that one, you can just use whatever granola you want. We just thought that one would taste really good with it. Then after you put the granola on, you're just going to sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon over all of it. Then you just drizzle some honey over all of the apples, and that I think is one of the best parts about it. This is the final product. I think it came out really, really well.
Try it. I only thought we should heat it up, but it doesn't
I mean,
say
I just
anything
thought
about it.
it should be, but
It looks
it's
pretty
not.
pretty.
Pretty good. I like it.
This has a ton of cinnamon on it. Oh, another one.
Maybe I put more peanut butter on it, but that was our fault. So.
But it was
was
like
too
hard to tell how much to do. I'd make this again, I think. It was good. I wanted a little snack. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Our Instagram is sweetpeas.and.sunflowers.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace out.